Hello, Chatthew. Good evening. Welcome. I apologize for my tardiness coming online. But there's a reason. There's a good reason. So, those of you who were here early will have noted that there was a stream clip review link that was posted that had an incomplete selection of clips. And the reason for that is that last week I prepped a clip review for my stream and then decided not to stream on Sunday. And so when I was setting up the clip review tonight, I got to the clips that I had already downloaded and prepped a clip review for, and was like, oh, I've already done these. Forgetting that I hadn't streamed last weekend. So I excluded them because I was like, I've already done these clips. I don't need to do them again. Weird that Monet didn't do a synchronicity this week. The streak has been broken. But no, in fact, it was my fault. So that's the thing that happened. Yeah. What is there to talk about this evening? I went for a bike ride yesterday. It wasn't super long. I just did 30K, well, 32. I had meant to go longer, but I was not feeling very well, so I chose not to. I was like, you know what? My training is in the past. I can take an easy day today, and it won't hurt me. So I did that. I am also experimenting with a new fueling solution. And the reason is that so I've mentioned in the past that I typically use hammer gel as my fueling solution of choice, and it has turned out to be somewhat difficult to get hammer gel from like locally. I cleaned out the local running room of their vanilla hammer gel a couple of weeks ago, and they haven't resupplied. So I was gonna go for a ride, and I'm like, well, I don't have as many hammer gels as I'd like for this ride. I'll need to come up with something else. And I have been reading, of course, the cycling subreddits for years, ever since I started riding. And they're all like, just use gummy bears. Like, you don't need to get fancy fueling solutions as long as you're getting enough electrolytes. Really, all you need is sugar. So just put sugar in. And I was like, you know what? I don't like gummy bears, but I do like cherry nibs. So I bought a big giant bag of cherry nibs and threw, like, I don't know, 200 grams of them in my back pocket, and lo and behold, they work great. So I have my bottle with electrolyte and a bag of nibs, and I mean, like, I did bring gels as well, but yeah, apparently cherry nibs work just fine. So that's my new fueling solution. Not nerds. No, you want something that's not like so sickly sweet that it's gonna make your mouth feel bad. Some people do sour keys, but I don't think I could handle sour that long. But cherry nibs are great. You just a little handful, throw them in, and it's good. They're sweet. They're tasty. It's excellent. Thank you to Lord Zine for resubscribing now for a number of months. I updated for 3 months. I updated OBS just before going live, and as we all know, you should never update your software packages when you're about to use them, because things get changed. And indeed, things have changed, and so now I'm having to fuss around. Oh, but hey, my closed captions finally got working. Or ever really. Yeah, okay, so Speaking of updating software applications, we get to have one of Matt's famous rants about a bad customer service experience. And in fact, maybe Meg can help me with this. Meg is not listening. Everybody, wait right here. All right, I'm back. All right, so this right here, is my Element Mini, my Wahoo brand. I'm putting them on blast. Element Mini bike computer. And this little device, it is a little Bluetooth enabled device. It's basically, you can see right here on it, it gives you duration, and it gives you speed, and it gives you the distance that you've gone, and then you can page through to other things. And if you have it connected to sensors, so like I have a sensor on my pedal on my like crankshaft for my cadence, and then I have a sensor on my rear wheel for speed. So this little device does not actually do anything on its own. It is a readout, and it connects via Bluetooth to the two sensors and to your phone. And it shows you what your speed is based on the sensor. It shows you the distance you've gone based on the GPS on your phone. And it shows you, cadence and speed based on sensors and distance based on phone. And then without being able to connect to your phone, all it is good for is a stopwatch. It's the only like onboard functionality this thing has is a stopwatch. So a couple of weeks ago, everything's fine. It works great. Having no problems with it. Love it. I purchased this in 2018, probably, maybe 2019. And I've gotten a fair bit of use out of it, but not as much as, there were several years where I didn't ride my bike, so I didn't get much use out of it in that period of time. But a couple of weeks ago, suddenly, it stops working. It will no longer connect to the app, and it stops working. So I do a bunch of things. I like replace the battery in it to see if the battery is failing. That's not it. I use a Bluetooth utility to check to make sure that its Bluetooth signal is broadcasting. It is. I delete it out of the Bluetooth settings in my phone and delete my phone out of the Bluetooth settings of this thing. That doesn't work. And once I do that, I am no longer able to pair it with my phone. The way it works is when you go into pairing mode, it pops up a little QR code on the screen, which you use your phone's camera in the Wahoo Element companion app to scan the QR code, and it pairs them automatically. And it'll do that, but as it progresses through the setup in the app, it just crashes. It gets to the point where it's looking for the firmware update for this thing, and it crashes. And it just crashes and crashes and crashes, and there's no way through it. It just hard crashed to desktop on my phone. So I get in touch with them, and the first customer support guy is like, well, you need to unpair it and then pair it again. So I try that, and it doesn't work. And so I'm doing a bunch of troubleshooting because it's taking them like 5 days at a time to get back to me in relation to this, like my customer service, right? Or a customer service request. I emailed them. It took them 5 days to get back to me, and they're like, please uninstall and reinstall the app and tell us how it goes. And I did that, and then it took them another 5 days to get back to me. And so I'm doing a bunch of other stuff in the background trying to figure out, just troubleshoot this on my own. And one of the things I discover is that coincident with the time when it stopped working, they had updated the app. And my phone, this is on me. I have automatic updates turned on. So my phone just updates all my apps overnight while I'm asleep. It just automatically does it. But they've updated the app. And so anyhow, then there's like an 8-day long period where they don't get back to me. And at the end of this 8-day long period where they don't get back to me, a new customer service rep picks up from where the previous one left off. And I'm going to just read to you what he said to me. He says, "Hey there, I'm picking this up from the previous rep. I hope you're doing well. Sorry for any confusion caused. While we strive to backdate features and connectivity onto older devices, this isn't always possible. Due to the age of this device and the considerable advancements in the devices it is designed to connect and work with, the Element Mini is no longer compatible with the Element app. However, I would be happy to offer you a 20% discount off a replacement from our current range of cycling computers." This was a $149 cycling computer. Do you know how much the cheapest cycling computer they make today is? The answer is $549. Their bike computers now range in price from $549 to just under 1,000 entire Canadian dollars. And they bricked my device in the middle of August during prime cycling season. If they had done this in December and I had discovered it at the beginning of the season, I would have been perfectly like, "Oh, that's too bad. Well, I guess I'll go buy a new bike computer." But this is three weeks before my bike race. They brick my bike computer. So I am going to, not gonna lie, I sent them a fairly scathing response back. My response to them was like, "Hey there, I appreciate the response, but I can't say I'm very impressed with this resolution. The fact of the matter is, the previous version of the Element Companion app worked just fine with my device with no issues, and I was given no forewarning that the update would kill my device. The end of support was not messaged in advance." Uh-oh, I'm getting a raid. I'm not sure who I'm getting a raid from. Who did I... Oh, Foxmar, thank you for the raid. The end of support was not messaged in advance. There was no warning given that updating the app would render my device non-functional. I was not given information that would have allowed me to choose not to update my app version. There is no option for me to roll back to a previous functioning version of the app. No versioning was applied to the app that would allow legacy devices to continue to function without the new features. The app does not even throw a pop-up to tell me that my device is no longer supported. It just crashes. The end of support for my device wasn't even mentioned in the update notes for the new app version on the iOS store. And in fact, on the Wahoo website, there are still instructions in the FAQ for how to pair your Element Mini with the Element Companion app. So I ended with, this is pretty objectively a terrible customer experience. I'm not sure exactly why I would consider purchasing another Wahoo device beyond the fact that I am already bought into the ecosystem. You unilaterally bricked my device with no warning and no recourse. So to say I'm pretty angry about this would be an understatement. Thank you for the reply, but this isn't a very acceptable outcome. And anyway, his subsequent response was like, well, I appreciate your frustration. We welcome your feedback. Rest assured, I will pass this on to our product managers. As a courtesy, I can extend the offer with a 20% discount off our current range of cycling computers and also 20% off discount of our current range of heart rate monitors if this would help. Let me know if you wish to proceed and I will provide these codes for you. Oh my god. Anyhow, I do like I'm not angry at the customer service guy in particular, right? Like it's not his fault. Um he's just he's just doing what he has to do. Um and so like I was trying to be very polite. Um but also you're the product manager at Wahoo and you enable some feature that and it should be noted. Sorry, I am going to go one step further here before we continue on. This is something I didn't note in the email, but I should have. The line of cycling computers that Wahoo makes, this is the bare bones one, right? Like this is the absolute minimum of the bottom of the line, because all I wanted was RPM and speed, and I didn't need a big fancy device, right? All I wanted was those features, and so I bought this one. This computer in particular is the only one that they sell that is entirely dependent on connectivity with the app to function. All of their other bike computers have the computation stuff on board, right? Like they have mapping, they have onboard GPS, they have onboard Bluetooth connectivity with the sensors. It is literally only this device, this single device that they sell that has to be connected to the app, because the app relays the information from your sensors to this. All of their other bike computers don't use the app as a relay. They just use it to save the data back. So they bricked the one device that needs the app to function, which annoys me to no end. So anyhow, you're a product manager at Wahoo, and I don't know what goes through your head when you decide, well, we're going to add this feature, but we're not going to do anything to tell people that that's what's happening. Again, if they had, like, it wouldn't have helped me, but at least I would be like, geez, that's my fault. If they had put, with this update, we are discontinuing support for the Element Mini in the patch notes on the iTunes store, right? Like if they had put it in the patch notes, I would have patched it, and then I would have been like, damn it. Or they could have put a pop-up, which I mentioned, like they could have put a pop-up in the app. It doesn't have to do anything. It can be like, sorry, this device is no longer supported. And I would have been like, that sucks. But at least it like answers my question, right? Like it would tell me that they no longer support it. But they didn't even tell, like there's literally nowhere is it published that they don't support this device anymore. That it just crashes the app when you try to pair it. So this is pretty bad. And I don't understand, like I've been a product manager. I do not understand the mentality of that. It does not make sense to me. This is way worse. Anyhow, so the people are asking like, hey, is the Mini still for sale? The answer is that nominally yes. They don't sell it direct from Wahoo anymore, but it is probably still available at various retailers where the like where the device hasn't sold through. Um, I did a quick look online because I was curious, and I only found one store that was still selling one. Um, so anyhow, this is nuts. And yeah, like as Kosar says, like it sounds like they didn't even tell the customer support people that was happening. If it took a couple of back and forth emails to realize, like, yeah, and yes, rather large says my guess is that they didn't intend to end support, but this error was discovered after the fact, and they don't want to put in the effort to fix the old version. Very likely that is the case. But anyhow, it's very annoying. So, so what was my solution to this? My solution to this was I went on Amazon and I bought a $16 phone mount for my iPhone. Because it turns out that not the Element Companion app, but the new fancier Wahoo app will just connect your phone to your sensors on your bike. And so I get my like I get the RPM and I get my speed and I get my GPS and I get my time, and it all shows up on my little phone screen right there on my bike. Well, again, Sam says so, not switching off the company, and like that's the issue, right? I spent a couple of $100 on the sensors as well, and I still own the sensors, and the sensors still work. And so if I like, it would be if I went to Garmin and was like, okay, well, screw Wahoo forever. I'm a Garmin man now. I would have to buy Garmin sensors. I should look into that actually, because if it is the case that I could pair Wahoo sensors with a Garmin device, I'm perfectly happy to go buy a Garmin instead. Um, Garmin has its own problems, but neither here nor there. But yeah, like as I said, like why would I buy another Wahoo device if I'm not already in the ecosystem? And so anyhow, $16 plastic phone mount on Amazon to mount my phone to my handlebars and use this. This will get me through to the end of the season, and then I will have to make up my mind. I mean, I'm gonna take the discount codes for the heart rate monitor and the device, like absolutely. And if I do buy a device, I will make sure to buy a device where 20% off is as much as the mini was. So that at least I feel like I'm getting my money's worth out of it. But yeah, anyhow, so that's my, like, if you're a company, don't do that. Just don't do that. That's at this point, I have done all I can to stick it to them. Like I've done all I can to stick it to them. We live in a capitalist hellscape where choice is an illusion. So anyhow, I will look into Garmin and the options on Garmin. Yeah, but I like if I'm spending more money on them, at least I'm spending money in a way that is eating their margin. They're not going to make money on me at 20% off. But I should reach out to Garmin and be like, this was my experience with Wahoo. Win me over. Anyhow, I did the one additional thing I did ask in this email chain was like, so assuming I did choose to buy a new bike computer, what assurance do I have that it won't be made obsolete by some future update? I don't know how long your current range of devices have been on the market or when they will be discontinued. Like, you're gonna have to now, if you want me to do this, you're gonna have to sell me on the fact that you're not going to do this to me again. Kusunoki says, meanwhile, someone else is just sticking a magic card in a spoke connected to a counter. That's not the same. And also, a magic card stuck in the spoke is an arrow. Sam says, and they will say we have no plans to end product support on any current devices at this time. All products have a 12-month warranty. What they actually said, the precise words were, thank you for following up. All of the current range has been released within the last year. And then launched into a sales pitch saying you would benefit from the latest technology and feature set. Some key improvements you would see are GPS on board the device, mapping and routing, ability to connect to a wider range of sensors, including power meters and smart trainers, a color screen, a touch screen, and new and improved integration into the Wahoo app. We always support or aim to support products for long after they have ceased production, as we did for many years after the Mini was discontinued until it was no longer possible. Many years. I bought this device in 2019. Many years. Hi, pup. Maple's here. Maple's come to visit. Six years, yes, but like 2 of those were deep pandemic. Hi, puppy. Where's your snake? Where's Snake? Can you go find Snake? Let's see if she brings back Snake. Maple, where's Snake? Snake. Find Snake. She does not know where Snake is. Touch. 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 Good girl. Anyhow, the one last piece of relevant information about the discontinuation of the Wahoo Element Mini is that apparently I was the only person on Earth using one. Because I have now searched the internet for people complaining about the fact that their Mini stopped working, and I have been unable to find any other person having posted about their Mini stopped working. So it is as likely as not that I genuinely was the only person still using a Wahoo Element Mini. Bleonastic Tautology, thank you for the bits. All right, let's do so. We should do our clip review because now I have to play like my entire play session from last stream again. So let's get this out of the way so that I can redo all the stuff that I lost at the end of last stream. How does that sound? How is Costco? Costco. Okay, so today, I went to the mall because I needed new underwear, and I wanted to look at the Decathlon store in the mall to see about their cycling gear. And I wanted to look at the Weeb store. And I did look at the Weeb store, and I did not buy anything at the Weeb store. I only reported back the one discussion that the dad was having with his 2 kids. There were a couple of kids looking at Gundams, and they were talking about Izaku and how it's the cool good guy. And the dad was like, no. The one-eyed mobile suits are the bad guys. the two-eyed mobile suits are the good guys. And then he was like, well, okay, so you watched the one series where the one-eyed mobile suit is the good guy, but usually they're the bad guys. And then he was like, wait, no, hold on. Everybody's bad guy. Everybody's a bad guy. War is bad for everybody. Everybody's a bad guy. That's the whole point of Gundam. But they were the bad guy. The one-eyed mobile suit was the bad guy in the show you watched. And I was like laughing quietly at the other side, and I'm like listening to him do this, and I was like, yeah, but wow, cool robot, right? But he was doing his best, and I got a laugh out of that. So that was fun. But no, I did not buy anything. But then I went to Costco, and I specifically ate food before going to Costco. I stopped at the food court of the mall, and I had New York fries, and they were very disappointing, actually. But I had New York fries. I had the Works. They're like chili cheese fries. And I don't know. They've done something with their chili and their cheese sauce where it's like super thin and runny. They don't, you think of nacho cheese and you're like, I want nacho cheese on my fries. And then they give you this like cheese soup. It's not the like nacho cheese. It's much thinner than that. Based on the conversation that those kids watched, can I deduce what show they watched? I suspect they either watched Seed Destiny, or Requiem of Vengeance. It was one or the other. Probably Seed Destiny. Anyhow, so I had New York fries. So I ate before going to Costco because I was like, if I'm not hungry, I will be less irritable. And if I'm less irritable, the likelihood of my suplexing somebody into the Kraft Parmesan cheese decreases. It doesn't drop to zero, but my propensity to want to just flip somebody over onto a table of discount shorts would be lower. And it worked. It worked for the first 10 minutes or so. Unfortunately, I was in Costco for 30 minutes. Mostly because everybody were oblivious as hell. Oh my God. Everybody was just not paying attention. They're walking like they are just there for a Sunday afternoon stroll. I watched. Okay. You know how at the back of Costco, you get to the back of Costco and there's like the deli counter or the butcher counter. And then there's like the deeper back where it goes back, and that's where they have all the Cokes and sodas and things. And so like you've got a Costco. God, this is where I need like to hook up my iPad so that I can do the Coach's Corner like things on screen. There's got to be a way to do that. I am gonna have to investigate some technology. But anyhow, all right, we're going to paint, chat. We're gonna go clip review. Yeah, there we go. And then window capture, and I want paint. Hell yeah. Okay, so you've got your Costco, and it's shaped like this, basically. This is how your typical Costco is shaped. Registers are down here. Hot dog stand is here. And then the entryway is like you go in here and you go out here. Essentially, this is your standard Costco. And then down here you've got your refrigerator counters, or like your refrigerator aisles are here, and there's an aisle that goes down this way, it doesn't go through the wall, but you get the idea. And you've got bakery over here, and you've got cheese here, and you've got meat here. This is not to scale, in case you were wondering, but that's basically a Costco. So anyhow, I grabbed some cheese and I was walking this way, and the Cokes are my next destination because I'm going to buy flats of Cokes, and they're back here. And this area here always just becomes a clusterfuck. And the reason is because in like the 4 aisles that are at the back of the store here, they always have sample stands on every aisle. And like the butcher section is always super busy. But anyhow, I got to the clusterfuck. Or sorry, I should say the fuster cluck right here. And there's like, it's a traffic jam, right? Like it's just carts everywhere. And I watch as a guy is like pushing his cart. He's pushing his cart in, I'm going to switch to red. He's pushing his cart in this direction. And he like passes in front of me. And then he notices that there's a sample stand off to his right. I keep losing view of my cursor. I don't know where it's going. Why do I keep losing? Hello, oh, there it is. Okay. So anyhow, he turns this way to go get his sample, but he pushes his cart into the middle of the aisle at an angle, blocking everybody in each direction, and he leaves it in the middle of the aisle at an angle across the aisle in front of like dozens of people lined up to go this way. And there's like a Costco staffer with a big dolly trying to get through. And like people are trying to go this way. And there's like 3 people trying to go this way. And there's people coming this way. And then there's a line at the food stand. He just pushes his cart into the middle of the aisle and leaves. And it was at that point that I fantasized about roundhouse kicking him in the throat. and my attempt at soothing my nerves for a trip to Costco failed. But it worked up until that point. I got in the door, and I got all the way up here, and I got all the way around here, and I stopped and I looked at the Lego in the Lego aisle, and then I came back and I got cheese, and I got to there, and I got to there before the first instance of fantasizing about roundhouse kicking someone in the throat. And that was good. And I was remarkably subdued about it. I gave myself a good solid goose fraba. I recentered myself. I did not, in fact, roundhouse kick him in the throat. And I got around back eventually. I was just like, I'm going to just have to wait. But I did get around back, and I got my Cokes. And then I came down the outside of the store, which I always do, to try and avoid the crowds. Because the crowds go towards the registers this way. But if you go around the outside, you can cut through the pharmacy section and get to the self-checkouts here much easier. Unfortunately, apparently Costco got a huge oversupply of Charmin toilet paper, because in this aisle, in the back of the store that I was going down, at the end of every aisle, they had put a big display of Charmin toilet paper that encroached into this aisle, narrowing it by half. So this aisle was half as wide as it normally is. And I got stuck behind this little granny who was just out for a Sunday drive. She was just there to browse, totally unbothered, completely unaware of her surroundings. Just, oh, look at this. Look at that. And then And then there's the people who like go against the grain. This gets me. This always gets me too. Like there's a route that you take around Costco. You go up the outside on this and you duck into any aisles that you need for stuff. Then you end up in the bakery and produce. And if you need any bakery or produce, you go there. Then you pass through the meats and the cheeses. Then you go through the Cokes. Then you go through the dish soap and laundry soap and the fabric softener, and then you get to the cooler aisles, and then you get to the dry goods. And then you get to the pharmacy. And this is the route. This is the correct way to navigate around a Costco. But then you get the Neanderthals that come in and they go up this way and then they go around over here and then they try to go the wrong way up this back aisle. And so they're like fish swimming upstream. And you're trying to get out, and these people are just pushing their carts towards you. Again, like unaware of the fact that there's a system. And then they've made the aisle like half as wide. So again, I very nearly threw that little granny into the sun. But I survived, and so did she. I was eventually able to get around her and get to the checkouts where I checked myself out and left. And that was when you saw the photograph that I posted in Discord. So anyhow, that was my Costco experience today. Anyhow, I'll explain this diagram in playtest. Trust me, it makes sense. Okay, let's move on to the clip review. Let's move on to the clip review. And to do that, I need to play some music. Here we go. Hey, look, we made it. All right. Welcome to the clip review, folks. Hold on. Hold. Here we go. Okay. Our first clip this evening is just titled Brownie. So I'm calling it now. In before Brownie comes to the Discord and posts that I need to play Hollow Knight so that I can play Silk Song, because Silk Song is so good and I will super enjoy it. This clip is titled Decision Making. Meanwhile, the Luminoth up top is like, where are you going? I just told you. God damn it. He had to say it out loud. Oh yeah, that guy. Not thrilled about that. You know, I'm gonna go to the save room. It would be pretty stupid of me to try and fight this boss without going... Oh, God. Can I not get out of here? This clip is titled, "It Has Ammo." Oh, God, you're right. The dark beam does have ammo. Why does the dark beam have ammo? It's a metaphor. The Maricat has posted bait in chat, which I'm gonna take. The Maricat says, "So, and I say this with my tongue firmly planted into the side of my cheek, but if they lifted so much from the EU books, why were the movies so bad?" It makes you think. And I feel like the answer is quite obvious. It's mystery. This clip is titled, "Maple Every Time She Sees Something That Might Be Food." I would like a treat. I've been a very brave little girl. Where's my treat? This clip is titled, "Matt Knows Game Design," and I dedicate this one to Aaaaaand. Well, so, yes. Theoretically, now I could get to the save room, except I'm going to walk into this room and it's going to immediately start a boss fight. Like that. Aaaaand's not even here to be called out. This clip is titled, "Matt's a Producer." It might be. I joked about that today, where I said a producer could have gotten this game out in 2023, which was then quipped right back at me as, alternatively, a producer could have delayed this game until 2027, which, you know, I couldn't argue with. That too. This clip is just titled, "Oh, get some healing." Oh! 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 Oh no! Santa didn't come this year. What? That's so good. Why did you get the respectfully no? Did I didn't get the respectfully no emote? That respectfully no emote is so friggin' good. Was I supposed to have been awarded that? I haven't been awarded it. That's so sad. Yeah. I've lost my window. There we go. Okay, this clip is titled, "Super Missiles for Everyone." Well, if you're gonna be like that about it. Super missiles for everyone! This clip is titled, "Surrendered to His Fate." I know, it's just a fine joke. But it made me laugh, and that's what's important. Okay, let's play a video game, chat. I have my stupid Wiimote. Turn on. This is just to navigate the Wii menu. I had forgotten what the content of that clip was. And it got me again. Oh, jeez. All right. Next up, we have Synchronicity 137. There we go. Jibcat has edited the clip title. Conveniently edited it the correct way. Was half expecting it to go Fewed. This clip is titled "That Maybe Is Always Yes." Fide. Maybe they won't notice me. Oh, they noticed me! The bomb slot. Energize the bomb slot to bring Statue's movement system online. Title your sex tape, and it is a bomb slot. We'll see how long it takes until I get smacked by Meg for that. Shockingly, still hasn't happened. The joke's 648. Play a video game. We can talk about things while I'm playing a video game. Okay, Siva wants a joke. Siva wants a joke. Jeff Bezos wants his new wife to be a Bond girl in the next Bond film. There, got it. Once upon a time, I dated twins named Kate and Edith. But when they found out that I was dating both of them, they both broke up with me. It turns out you can't have your Kate and Edith too. The joke 649. Did you know that it was difficult for Thor and Odin to communicate over long distances? That's why they used Norse code. And finally, our last quote, or our last clip of the evening, the jokes 650. I have trouble communicating with my DJ. He keeps sending me mixed messages. All right, that was the clip review. So, Go get your votes in. I'm going to go back to the main scene. We're going to do our traditions, and then we will crown a monarch. So hopefully you choose wisely. Let's go. I did it wrong. Here we go. All right, first things first, I need to plug in my phone. It is currently at 9% battery, so I had better plug it in right away. But first, we yawn. Here is my phone cable. Here is my phone. Everybody, please brace your ear holes. Secondly, I owe you a joke. So I am looking for a joke. Where does an elephant go when it has a rash? The pachydermatologist. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, now it is time for the beverage reveal of the evening. Garçon, can I have a drum roll, please? This evening, we have from Yellow Dog Brewing, my favorite local brewery. We have the Rascal Japanese Lager. It's good. Let us see what the copy on the side of the can says. We've whipped up another international-inspired brew for all the rascals around the world. To the Inus Peros Shiens and all the Inus Peros Shiens and all pups alike, this one's for you. This Japanese lager is a light and refreshing brew with floral notes and a dry finish, creating a perfectly balanced beer. So grab a glass and enjoy, you rascal. My anus is bleeding. Uh Okay, let's who am I voting for? I need to figure out who I'm voting for. Alas, we have a decisive winner this week. Damn, I am pretty. Congratulations. Let me figure out how to do that. You're already a VIP in Twitch, so I don't need to do that. I just need to make sure that I lop off login for me's head. And then over on the Discord, lop off login for me's head again. Monarch, manage members, login for me, be gone. Add members. Damn, I am pretty. Congratulations on your ascendancy to the throne. You are now the best of us all. Yeah, login, you remained you got a 2-week reign. You were still monarch last week. With all the rights and accordant privileges. Okay. And with that, we can play a video game. So I'm going to turn on my Switch. Switch? I wish. I'm going to turn on my Wii. Wee! I need to turn down the volume. That's very loud. Much better. Your show is sad. You need a hug?
Yeah.
What show are you watching?
I'm watching the search and rescue show. I don't want to tell you about it because then you'll be sad.
A dog died.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very sad. That's all.
Why did you do this to yourself?
I didn't know there was going to be feelings.
Oh, hug our very much living puppy.
I'm going to do that.
And remember that she's going to live forever.
Yeah.
Because that's what she does.
Yeah, we're never going to take her hiking. Like, in a cliffy area. Yeah. I will promise you that, people.
Maple is here again. She came to figure out what was going on. What was that? Look at how alive she is. Yes? No. Maple, what are you doing? It does not need to be a girlfriend. Do you think you deserve this treat?
Your actual asshole on my leg.
Ah, greedy Gus. Oh, the chatters. That drool. When she just turned to look at me, like, why are you, what do I need to do? Yeah. Where's Snake? Go find Snake. Is this hidden? Oh, well, that explains why she can't find it. Alright, we have a video game to play. It's time. It is time. It is time. God almighty, I lost so much progress. I may have even lost an energy tank. And now I don't remember where the energy tank was. Oh, yeah, this is before I had done the white and black doors in this room. Man. Oh, I also lost 2 missile expansions? Brutal. Think of it as having more of the game to enjoy. I don't think that's quite where I'm at. All right, well, there's one of the missile expansions. Oh, no, this is an ammo station. Dang it. Oh, did I lose the ammo upgrade too? I am in so much pain right now. Oh! Okay, well, some of that pain has just been assuaged. Roasted gravy, it's not O, it's E. Okay, and so somewhere way up, there's a blue door. Way up. Big friendly giant. Jolly green giant? No. Neither of those are right. Wait, hold on. Die, monster! How do I kill you? Unspecified. Yikes. No, thank you. Hi. Yes, thank you for do not need an extended warranty for my vehicle. Okay, here we are. This is Missile Expansion 1. If I don't heck it up. Oh, thank you. You're my hero. My back is itchy. Ah. Help. Oh, yeah. Right up and down the spine, please.
We're so lucky.
Higher. Lower. Spine. Right. Get the spine. Higher. There. Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, there's a missile expansion. Back is itchy again. Whee! Another one. Okay. And this is probably as far as I can go this way because at this time I do not have... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh my god, stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Hello again.
Wasn't even her dog.
There's my beam ammo expansion.
Can you imagine?
Oh, the dog that...
I'm watching a show. Let's preface
All right.
it by I'm watching a show.
Right.
Maple is fine.
Meg is watching a show about search and rescue people, and they didn't rescue a dog.
They got a call.
They got a call about a dog that had fallen off a cliff, and the dog did not survive. And Meg came in to get a hug for that, and then has now come back saying it wasn't even her dog, referring to the person who had the dog out at the place where the dog did not come back from.
This is a good reminder that collars are not enough, and harnesses are very good.
Yes, harness your dogs.
lovely, happy game you're playing. Would you call this a cozy game, Matt?
No, I don't think I would describe this as a cozy game.
Would PlayStation call this a cozy game?
PlayStation might call this a cozy game. Okay, and I need everybody to remember that that key is in this room. Stop back there. Okay, quick look at the map. But I'm pretty sure I've gone everywhere I can go right now. Here, yes, okay. Save point! This time I'm saving! Was it a Metroid game where you made me call something key the whole game? No, that was definitely a Kingdom Hearts. Okay, this time I need to go out that door. All right, Kingdom Hearts is why Sam made me call something key the entire game. No, I don't remember what game that was. I should endeavor not to stand in the acid. Okay, so there should be a portal in this room, and there is indeed right there. Okay. So we know I can go down there. But I have a vague recollection of doing something else before we did that. but I'm pretty sure it wasn't here. It might have actually been over here. Nope, I don't remember. Right, that green door! Now I need to remember where the elevator is. There. Straight through and out the white door. Man, that's a good quote. Oh, you cut out the Parmesan the suplex into the Parmesan cheese. How could you? Sometimes I'm funny, chat. Not often, not always, but sometimes. Meg. My shoulder's itchy. Okay, I want that portal, I think. Oh god, I'm so slow. Okay, the music in this area is reminding me of... I have been listening to a Spotify playlist recently, and this playlist has a couple of songs on it that make use of the GoldenEye sound font. And it's real weird listening to Spotify and then having a song come on and it's using like the GoldenEye sound font. You get the like the N64 GoldenEye like bass riff. Yes, Eva, if you've never heard of a sound font, it's definitely a thing. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this thing a lot until it dies. That's my plan. Just shoot it a lot until it dies. Where did it go? Got another one? How dare you? Man, these things are jerks. Can I lock onto you, please? Do I have a weapon upgrade that's specifically effective against that thing? Presence of a control system. Interface method unknown. Control units not present in the visible spectrum or current time space. No, I don't think I ever came to this room on my previous attempt at this. Excuse me. Okay, so vaguely in this direction is a green door. Oh, yeah. Losers. How dare! What is the purpose of this room? Why does this room exist? Well, there's no obvious solution to this room at this time. Well, I'm sure it'll become apparent later. What in the heck? I've been a very naughty Samus. Whip me. Okay, what is the nature of this room?
Recording to logbook.
Aaaaand's Testament. Soon I shall pass to final rest. My key is in place. Through my spiritual link to the others, I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge that their last location in the dark world can be known. May this knowledge lead our warriors to the Sky Temple keys. The time draws near. Hear the words of Aaaaand, she they call champion of ether. Know that my warriors fought and died with uncommon valor. Do not look unkindly upon their failure, for they died to save us all. The key of Aaaaand has been placed, its lock forever open.
Recording to logbook.
Hear the words of Aaaaand that you may find a key lost to our cause. Fearless Mday, the one who shall move the pillar of holy ground will see your soulless body.
Recording to logbook.
Hear the words of Aaaaand that you may find a key lost to our cause. Mighty Jf me. In the last, what did you see? Was it one of our gates closing, sealing the scorched land from our holy ground?
Recording to logbook.
Hear the words of Aaaaand that you may find a key lost to our cause. Noble Justul lost his soul before a fortress in the scorched land.
Recording to logbook.
Hear the words of Aaaaand that you may find a key lost to our cause. Gallant Pistul, she lies deep in a fortress of dry land.
Recording to logbook.
Brave Sidlee, beside the marsh of a raining land, she laid her body forever.
Recording to logbook.
Gentle Jusich, with a bearer pod, he sleeps in a flooded temple.
Recording to logbook.
Loyal Sejurs, he no longer prays looking down at the great bridge of a holy fortress.
Recording to logbook.
Judicious Churich, in a small corridor within the depths of a high fortress, he lies silently.
Recording to logbook.
Steadfast Delusel, who shall disturb you among the trees of holy ground? Okay, we have located a dark temple. Evidently. Okay, it's not that bad because I saved after doing some of the stuff. Not all of the stuff, but some of the stuff. I love the little putt-putt sounds that those make. Okay, so from here, we go to that elevator. Jesus Christ. Leave me alone. It's true. I am going a little AWOL in terms of the intended path versus what I'm doing. Just a bit. Okay, I should make sure I'm going the right way. I am. Okay, this time without getting murdered. Oh, puppy. Good all afternoon. Remember what I said about not getting murdered? This is the wrong way. I want to go this way. The other direction. Kablooey! You know what? I don't actually need to fight this thing. Oh, another one! And it dodges missiles, and it dodges light beams. I don't know what else I'd be supposed to hit this with. Okay, we're gonna be smarter about the laser beams this time. Things. Stupid noodles. Stupid face on. Okay, so my critical error last time round was reading all of these things while standing here degenerating health. So instead of doing that, let's just scan them all and then leave.
Recording.
And evidently there's a portal behind all this phase-on. Or above all the phase-on. Okay, well, in either case, we're getting out of here. Danger noodles. Right, phase-on. Supposed to stand in the phase-on. Right, and then we got to this room, which I couldn't figure out the purpose of. New Verka announced full armor double Z. Okay. That's not that interesting to me. Wait, a full armor double Z that's not the full armor double Zeta? Gundam, why are you like this? Well, that is the FA double Z. It's just the Verka of it. That exactly is the FAZZ. It just has a different gun. Anyhow, my, I guess my desire for... Oh god, oh god. No. Leave me alone. I guess my desire for a Verka Leo has been denied for another year. Quit phasing around, assbag. Get out of the wall, douche! There. Okay, I am somewhat confused because I was pretty sure I had gone the way that I went last time, but apparently not. Not the bees! Okay, so it wasn't there, it wasn't here. That's an elevator room. You know what? I should really probably just go to where I'm supposed to go. That's probably the wisest choice in my current circumstance. Where am I? There I am. I suppose doing the FAZZ makes sense in the context of the Deep Striker getting a reprint. Where does this go? Oh yeah, this puzzle. I remember this puzzle now. Although it sure looks like this puzzle's solved already. So I guess I've done this. I am so very confused. Does anybody remember where I'm supposed to be going? That's Torvus Bog. How did I get all the way over here? Oh, right. Okay. Well, since I'm here, I may as well stop at my ship. Now! Why did they have to make this so difficult? Okay, this is the right way. I sure don't remember where the crane puzzle was, though. Yay, shortcut. Okay, Torvus Bog. We're gonna hit the save room on the way by. I'm learning. Let me in. There we go. Thank you. This is the wrong room. But hold. Where does this one go? I don't remember where this one goes. Probably up to the temple, right? Aaaaaand Wastes. Okay. So I actually want to go out this door and to the left in order to take the correct door that I'm supposed to have taken. Which isn't this door either. It's this door! There we go. All right. There we go. We're locked in now. Okay, we scan the doohickey. Scanning doohickey. Unable to scan target, local interference blocking scan visor. Recommended scanning object from its opposite side to gain a direct connection. The ledge it is on cannot be reached from this area. Seek an alternate route. Okay. So, what did I do? Uh-oh. Zafty has located a waifu model. What degeneracy is this? Well, that is the tamest waifu model I've ever seen. Those are rookie numbers. You need to pump those numbers up, son. Amish level waifu. All right, security interface initiated, security lock disengaged. Disengage all locks to gain access to secure area. All right, there's my second missile expansion. In we go. All right, we have to meet Dark Samus again. Are you just listing off the Gundam announcements? Is that what you're doing? now I'm looking at... Okay. Honestly, it's for the best that nothing is coming out that I want. Like, it is genuinely in my interest for nothing to come out that I'm ultra keen on. You're right. Bandai is like, we'll do our homeboy Matt a favor for a few years. Unfortunately, the Deep Striker was on my list, but I think I can live without the Deep Striker. Alright, object analysis complete. Statue has a functional motivator unit currently offline. Bomb slot detected in statue. Energize the bomb slot to bring statue's movement system online. Where's the bomb slot? I don't even see the bomb slot in this statue.
Recording.
Well, doesn't matter right now. If I do ever get another perfect grade, and let's be honest, I probably won't, certainly not for many years, the Type 2 is probably, or the Gundam Mark II is probably the most likely one that I would go for next. Zaffy, yes, I am talking about the MG Deep Striker, which is associated with the Sentinel Gundam. That is correct. And the full armor Double Zeta, which is from the same series, or from the same manga, I guess. AEUG or Titan colors? Honestly, I might go for Titan colors. Although it does look dope in AEUG colors, it's true. One of each. Honestly, the reason that I can live without the Deep Striker is that it is literally just a brick. It has no posability to speak of. Oh, is it up for pre-order on New Type now? No, it is not yet. Okay, good. Like, it is extremely extra. Anyhow, Zafty, did I mention that I changed my MG Kshatriya pre-order?
Recording to logbook.
Alright, we've got Jasuch's Testament. What craven savages are the Ing? Trapped in the catacombs with no chance of rescue. I fought them to the last. I watched them feed upon their dead. I heard them pressing the lesser of their number into front ranks, that my blast would take them. At least their leader stood against me in battle. He was a foe worthy of a Luminoth warrior. That's right, I am getting the better MG Bell Pepper. Eventually. Honestly, okay, so the wildest thing about the whole MG Bell Pepper situation is they announced the 12 models one like months ago, and I pre-ordered it, and it was like, okay, it's coming in Q3 of this year. And then in the time between when that was announced and when it was set to ship in Q3, they announced and released a first wave of the Axis models version. You're not getting into Gunpla, Sam. Coward. Think of how much fun you could have. All right, security interface initiated. Security lock disengaged. Disengage all locks to gain access to secure area. Okay, and because now I have PTSD, we are taking a detour to the save room before I continue. Scanning.
Recorded.
Two for one? Hell yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be taking the white door here. But I want to look around, because that's a gray door that I couldn't open. That'll be a gray door that I can't open. Okay. Cool, so we are going into the blue hole. That's right, it goes in the square hole. Vroom! Nighty night, monster. Oh, lore! We have lore!
Recording to logbook.
Our studies of the Ing revealed the source of their attacks as dark energy. We built weapons to use this energy, thinking it could overload enemy targets and eliminate them. We soon learned our error as the dark beam was not of great effect on the Ing. We then began to develop a weapon that used light energy. This weapon would dispatch the Ing with terrible efficiency. You know, I didn't think to check this. Okay, so I do have the Dark Burst. So I saved after getting the Dark Burst. So I am actually not as badly off as I thought I might be. That's good for me. That makes my life considerably less worse. Oh yeah, I knew I lost the gravity boost. But I had thought I had lost more than just the gravity boost. Where are they? Consider not being invisible, please. And also locking onto the one that I am actually able to hit would be nice. Okay, this is the worst. There we go. go that way. I kind of feel like it should be possible to get over there, but I guess it's not. Let's just go fight the boss. Okay. Ah! Okay. Over here. Over here. And over here. Got there. Ah! Acid! Scanning. Oh, interesting. That is actually a huge dick move. From the looks of it, it is actually not... Oh, it is. Okay. There. It actually may not be possible to go back up to the save room once you've unlocked the... That is an asshole arrangement of save points. Jesus. Whoops. Why are we murdering fish? Well, they probably deserve it.
Recording to logbook.
Alright, there's the alpha blog. We've scanned it. Oh, I forgot to scan it. Oh well. Alright, now we have the gravity boost. And here we go, back into the boss fight. My attack timing better. Oh god. Maybe I should not do this the stupid way. How did that not hit? Oh my god. Unreal. There we go, I hit it. I'm in so much trouble though. There we go. That boss fight did indeed kind of honk. Which way is the actual exit here? This way. Hello, fishies! I'm gonna turn you into pulp so that I have health again. Flake light tuna. Oh my god. Having a jump that works again. So good. Praise be. Okay. Let's go save. Immediately. Oh, god damn it. Oh my god! No! Anger. Jesus Christ. Okay, there we are. We saved. Locked in. Good grief. Okay, and I think my objective is now to leave. But I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this boost. Okay, let's have a look, I guess. Because there are areas in Torvus Bog with water. But I don't see any areas I haven't been to. Maybe I'm not supposed to have left. Maybe I actually am supposed to still be down there. Because the only avenue of exploration that I see right now is the white door. Let me in. Okay, so we got a blue door over here that I can't get to. It's trapped. Okay, maybe this isn't the route. Okay, looks like this isn't it. But it was worth looking. Like, the only way the gravity boost is useful is if there is somewhere that is blocked off by water, but I don't know of any place blocked off by water. Okay, well, we'll go back up, and then we're going to have to inspect the map, I think. There are 2 keys in this area that I still need to find, because I've only got one of them. I'm just going up to the energy generator for the time being. Okay, let's have a look at the map. This room, nothing. This room, nothing. I have used all the doors in this room at one time or another. I have been through that part of Dark Torvis. I need super bombs. Okay. So we were over here. Nothing obvious there. I'm stumped. Okay, what other... I've done that one already. Yeah. I've done that one already. I guess it could be that portal. I didn't think to check that. Alright, well, let's go check the black door, I guess. Back down into the hole. Since that's our only lead. So we're looking for the black door this time. Black door. Get away from me, Frenchers. Frenchers. Why the hell did they put two of these things in here? Giving me an enemy I have to strafe around. Giving me two of them in a battle arena with no floor. Kinda honks. Oh my god. Come on down, you're the next contestant and the price is right. There we go. Deadified.
Recording to logbook.
New lore entry. In time, the Ing began to possess Luminoth as well as creatures. Friends and family members became the enemy, spilling Luminoth blood across the land. Desperate, we devised shielding to prevent Ing possession. It was effective, but not perfect. Should the shielding fail, all Luminoth were prepared to self-terminate rather than become a weapon for the Ing. So, I've now figured out how to take down the barrier, but I can't do it yet. So, fully stymied down here. There's no route forward this way. Well, eventually the tip, the hint system will kick in. Okay, so zooming out. There's a blue door there, but I can't reach it. And I can't progress in that area yet. There's gotta be somewhere. I mean, that's the only location that I can see that has a forward destination. Right, that's the crane puzzle. But I don't have the super bomb, and I need the super bomb to access that. There's a super missile door, but I need the spider ball to access that. Full access of that. Okay, well, there's only one other place I see a lead. How do I get there? Straight on through. Although I should definitely stop the save. I never remember, is this a save room? It's not. The save room is in the next area. All right, I'm going to call it there, and we'll proceed to continue this on Tuesday. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I'll be back, same mat time, same mat channel here on twitch.tv/wiggins on Tuesday. So I do hope you'll tune in then. In the meantime, as always, you can follow me on Blue Sky and YouTube and TikTok. I have a Ko-fi you can subscribe to. And if you're a subscriber here or on Ko-fi, you can join my Discord by making sure that your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, or your Ko-fi account and Discord account are linked in Discord's backend, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So please join the Discord. Please remember, also, we have Dragon Ball and TNG tomorrow night, so you should join us for both of those. All right. With that said, I'm going to start a raid. So everybody hop aboard this raid train. I will see you back here on Tuesday. Until then, so long, have a good night, and goodbye.